Tammy Gail is a breast cancer survivor who started Glam-A-THON to raise money for South Florida women in need and to still have a great time in the process. And she has a couple of really fun events coming up. Here's Tammy to tell you all about it. Tammy Gail, welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm great. How are you, Dave?
I'm good. You know, I wouldn't wear this shirt for just anybody.
Loving the shirt.
Right? You know, real men wear pink.
And
I
it's
feel
true.
like it brings out my sensitive side, my rugged, sexy, yet sensitive side. That's what I was going for.
It's working.
Thank you very much. Good to have you here. How are you?
Well, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. You're a very busy lady this time of year.
Yes, this is our season.
Yeah. All right, Glam-A-THON. Let's start with that.
Okay.
Tell us about it.
So Glam-A-THON is 9 years old this year, and it's a huge fundraiser that benefits Broward Health Foundation. And we love the event. We love what we do. We help local women in the community who are affected by breast cancer, but might be underinsured or uninsured, and they don't have the funds that they need to get through the treatment and to enhance their quality of life. That's what we're here for. So it's kind of a guardian angel.
And this is a story of personal importance to you, right?
Certainly is.
Yeah.
Certainly is. I'm 11 years out from breast cancer, and I was a girl that was never supposed to have breast cancer, just like everybody else in town that tells you the same story. Had no history of breast cancer in my family. I was young, and then all of a sudden it was me. And what we're trying to do is bring a message of awareness, which breast cancer in October, you know, unless you're hiding under a rock, you know that October is breast cancer month, but in the community that there are resources, and that's what's so important, is you're not alone, and financial should not even be a consideration when your health is your main concern.
Right. And then for you, you said you're 11 years out.
Yes.
So what was your inspiration to start this? Because I've talked to many cancer survivors who've started foundations or are part of them, and I feel like it's probably very therapeutic for you to some degree to do something like this.
Very much so. So the reason, well, it was kind of an interesting story, but I was on morphine when I was at the hospital, and I was coming out of treatment, and I made a deal while I was under and said, you know, if I can just see my son graduate high school, I am going to do something really big. Just get me through this. And I came through it. And then you don't back out on a deal like that. So I didn't want to just join an existing project. I thought, I know personally what a woman goes through. I was a single mom, I had my own company, I didn't have a big safety net, and I understood that there are a lot of women that were like me and going through the same situation, and I wanted to do something for them, but I wanted to do it with some humor and some integrity, and I didn't want to be the cancer anymore. I wanted to beat the cancer, and that's what this event is about. It's just celebrating your you. I call it celebrating my me. And we talked earlier before the cameras started to roll, and it's every birthday is a great day. There is nothing that you need. It's just being here.
Yeah. And you've come with big fancy shoes too.
I do.
Yeah.
I do. T-shirts and shoes.
Yeah.
And crowns, which I
Yeah.
won't make you wear.
You know, it's hard. We've talked on the show that I'm a melanoma survivor, and cancer is obviously so heavy duty and depressing and serious. But people have always said to me, like, you know, why don't you write a book and try and be funny about it? And I'm like, easy for you to say. It's not really a funny topic, but you are trying to make it, you know, sort of take some of the sadness and sorrow out of it, right?
Yes, I went and I did another event about a year after I was finished with my chemo, when my hair was starting to grow back and I was starting to feel like I had a little bit of energy again, and I wanted to do a race. So I went and I did a race in the Tampa Bay market, and I felt guilty. I saw children that were wearing shirts that said "in memory of," and I felt, why am I here when there are little ones who are missing their parents, and my son was already a teenager. And I didn't want to feel guilty. I wanted to feel empowered that I was here and that I could do something for someone else. And that was really how the idea hatched. And I'm down in this market a lot. My son was actually born at Broward Health 28 years ago. I've since moved to many other places, but this is kind of home, and it felt so comfortable, and there was so much endorsement behind what we were doing within the local community. It took the emphasis off of my healing and my illness, and I started looking at other people, and that was the most cathartic feeling. It was the greatest therapy that I could ever have dreamed of.
All right, and we've got this really exciting event to talk about, the Lipstick Lounge.
Yeah.
It's coming up.
Absolutely.
Tell
I'm
us
going to wear
about
that
it.
shirt.
And just this shirt, nothing else. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be nuts. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic, fashionable event. We have Shireen Sandoval come out, and she's kind of the fashion guru, and we talk about the fashionability of the event, and it's all about cosmetics, cocktails, couture, confections, everything you can think of. It's the ultimate in decadence. So for one night, we just go out and play and have a great time. And oh, by the way, we're also raising money for a phenomenal cause.
Right.
So wonderful silent auction items, great music. It's just 3 hours of ultimate decadence. And
Yeah,
fun.
it's a scene. I mean, we were there last year. It's pretty wild. It's
Awesome.
fun. Yeah,
Awesome.
It's definitely a cool energy, a cool vibe.
It's got a great vibe.
Yeah, and you're honoring some special people, right?
Yes, absolutely. We so prior to the event this year, we have what's called the Glamour Awards, and the Glamour Awards are for philanthropic rock stars, people in the community who do great things. And we have a tremendous lineup of 8 people that will be honored and recognized among their peers for the first hour in a really cool party, a pre-party and then the doors open to Lipstick Lounge, and the other 400 guests will come in and make it a crazy wild time.
All right, how do we get tickets for this party?
Oh, easy. You just jump on our website at www.Glam-A-THON.com, GLAM-A-THON.com, click on events, little scroll bar will drop down, Lipstick Lounge, there you go.
Perfect.
And while tickets are available.
While tickets are available.
Okay.
And there's another event to talk about too. There's a strut.
That's the big one.
What do we got there?
Well, that's what the shoe is
that's
all
what
about.
the shoe is. Okay.
So we, divas don't sweat, they strut. So we have diva men, we have diva women, we have diva doggies, we have diva kids. We bring about 1,000 people out that get dressed up in their most fashionable shoes, sky-high stilettos or flip-flops, anything goes, and comes out and does about a quarter-mile lap. They do a little skit for our panel of celebrity judges, which you might fit right in with if we can coerce you, to pick our winning teams. But what it all boils down to, obviously, is the money. So we joke, and like the Miss America pageant is squeaky clean. Well, we're the only pageant in America where the crown can be bought. So the more money you raise, the better your shot at getting a crown.
Are we sure, by the way, that Miss America is squeaky clean?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not trying to start a scandal, but I've heard things. Just kidding, Donald Trump. Or he's Miss Universe or whatever. I don't need that guy against me.
Maybe he can be a judge.
Hey, listen, he needs some good PR right now, especially with the ladies, right? Especially with the ladies.
There you go.
All right, so Tammy, we're out of time, but you probably only have like 1 more minute, then you have to go conquer the world anyway.
Absolutely, that's where we're going.
A zillion things going on. Good to see you. Give us the website one more time.
www.glam-a-thon.com.
Awesome, and I'm going to keep the shirt.
Thank you, Dave.
Sweet, good to
Wear
see
it
you.
out. Great to see you.
All right.